Hey everyone, Happy New Year, Happy 2021. Are we so excited for a brand new year? I am so excited for a brand new year. New year, new goals, new everything. So, today we are going to take a look at how I made my vision board for 2021 and what you can do to make yours the same way, except with your photos on it. So if you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're joining me in today's video. And we got exciting stuff planned. And if you're returning, thank you so much for your support. I am so glad to have you with me here today because it's been a little while. So let's get started. All right, everyone. So glad to be back for another video after, 2020. It's been a rough year. So, just a weird year. It's just been a weird year. I have not had it bad. Don't let me fool you. I've had it good for the 2020 year, but okay, so every year I always make a vision board. I'm a huge fan of goal setting, and one of the big things about goal setting is a vision board. It is one of the, I guess it's the visualization, exactly kind of what it sounds, of what you want your year to look like. And it doesn't have to be exact and it doesn't have to be 100% of things. It's just kind of an overview of what you want your year to look like. And so I love to have mine as my dashboard, my main dashboard in my planner. I feel like it's a great way to have it with me at all times and look at it 150,000 times a day. So I have made this already, but I'm just going to kind of walk you through the basics of just exactly how I did it. It's pretty easy. It's going to start with first getting a dashboard for your planner. Now, I have the Happy Planner Classic size is what I'm using for 2021. I have loved all my other planner adventures, but of course, Happy Planner always kind of draws me back in. So that is what I'm using for 2021 so far. Never know, I might change my mind, but right now that's what we're using. And I like the classic. It's the size that I feel like fits my personality the best. I like the way I'm able to write in it. It's not too big. I can carry it around. It's not too small. I can fit everything I need in there. So classic is the size for me. As I think most people, it's a very popular size. It's the most popular size they carry. And so far, there's 3 different sizes of the dashboards. Now, I'm going to pull one more thing here. All right. There's 3 different sizes of the dashboards. There are the bookmark size, which is pretty much like, it's a page marker. And I just pulled a few that I had. So then there is the half page, like I like to call it a half page marker. Now remember, this is the cover of the Happy Planner, so you can get a size for an idea for this size. I'm sure some of you have these already in your repertoire. And then the full page size. And then of course you always have the option of using a cover, which is the biggest option of the group. So first you have to decide kind of, before you can make your vision board, you have to have your goal setting done. So hopefully you have already done that for the year. But you have to kind of decide what your goals are and how much space they are going to take up for the size dashboard that you're going to want to use. Now, here's the thing. If you don't know, what I recommend doing is just kind of playing around with all 3 of them to see what works best. And before you actually lay the items down and confirm that they're there, just play with them and move things around and just kind of get an idea for what you want. The other thing that I recommend, while I did not bring up all the ones that would best show this, but I try to find ones that are kind of more clear, less writing on them, really thin if they have stuff on them, like really small, kind of more transparent things so you can still see things up front. If you get one that's too colored or has like words in it, depending on what you do, the words and stuff will shine through. So I wouldn't probably do one like this unless it was just a solid color. I try to find ones without words. Like this one I love. It's probably one of my favorite dashboards ever, but it is super, it's got a lot of stuff on it. It's very busy, so I wouldn't use one like this. I'd try to find one that's a little more clear. Like this one had shoes, but they were kind of far and in between. I liked the pink hue to it, and so I decided this was the one for my planner this year. But there are lots of options. You can go get, there's some that are clear. Like you'll be able to find a dashboard that fits your needs. So once you decide what dashboard you want to use, and I'm just going to go ahead and use this one for today. This was an older one that I've used, and so it used to be a monthly insert, and that's why it's marked with a monthly. I haven't used it for a little while. But then next you're going to need a printer of some nature. I have the HP Sprocket. This is like the old school HP Sprocket. Actually, when I went to use it today, it was very difficult to connect to my new phone. So old sprockets and new phones don't like each other. And it really just made me realize how if you don't buy something like every couple years, it's just like really obsolete. But I was able to get it to work, and it still printed fine. The pictures were fine. It just wasn't their new one, and so it didn't work as well. I also recently bought, this Instapix printer. So it is basically, it's the same, for those of you who are aware of Instapix, it is the same printer quality. It's the same Polaroid look, except it is now a printer. You don't have to take it with the actual camera itself. So you have two options there as far as that's concerned. I don't like the quality of these pictures as much. I actually really like the quality of the Sprocket. It's a really good printer for a pocket printer. Like the quality is really good. These are a little bit more, they're not really what I was totally looking for, but I wanted to try it, and I also thought it's really great for kids, and I like having it around for fun stuff for them. So I did keep it, but it wasn't totally 100% of what I'm used to as far as the printing is concerned. So they're all pretty reasonable price. They're all around $100. I also bought a Canon something or other, a Canon Selfie, I think it's called. However, it's a camera to printer. It's not just a printer, so there might be one that's just a printer out there, and I'm sure you can find lots of competitors who will have the same thing, but it could be slightly different, but I'm sure you'll find somebody that is has something similar. So the next thing you're going to want to do after you've had your goal set and you know exactly what your plan is, once you print your photos, I printed photos. Some of these are like generic photos that are not mine, or like some of them are just photos off the internet. Obviously, I have a lot of personal photos of my family. This is a picture of a house in our neighborhood that I really loved and didn't buy, and I wish we bought it, so I just put the picture of it because I'd like to buy one like this. This is not my house, and I wish it was. So, but anyway, so there are just some inspirations. I have some big hopes for this channel this year, and so, you know, I just took a picture of a planner all filled out of things that I love. This was my planner, a spread that I did a while ago. I took a picture of it and printed it out. Obviously, my family. Just certain things like that that really are special to me. And I just printed them out and I just started laying them about. So, you know, you just take a position, and obviously your planner, this is going to fit this way. So once you kind of figure out what it is that is important and that you really want to do with your, you know, what the goals are that you really want to focus on. I like to create the center as being one of the things that is most important. So like I put my family as my center and kind of build it from there. Obviously this is the picture that I have extra, so I just am using this, but you can see that I put them as the center and then built around it. And what I do is I always start with my big photos. So these are my big photos. Some of them I've trimmed. I don't always leave them the equal square. But I start with them and I put them around where I feel like is the best position for them. And then once those are laid, I take some sticker books. I used a lot of this one. I used some of this one. I think I pulled from one other one. Oh, the Mickey and Minnie one I know I used. And I just kind of laid things out how I felt like were going to be the best for me. I also put little, like little page markers so I could write different things in there, and you can do that about however you want to. And the other thing that I did was I left a little bit of room in the corners and sections so it could be expanded for however I want to do it. The other thing, and I have intentionally did this, the front of the dashboard obviously is the most important, but the back side is also very eligible for use, and it can be done very easily. It will not intrude upon the front, and it will really just be nice to have a back done as well. But I kind of wanted to save this for the next few months of the year to see how I want to add it or how my visions are coming to fruition and really how I'm working towards the things that are important to me. So that is why I left this blank for now, but I do fully intend to expand my vision and add more to it throughout the year. For me, I wanted the biggest size available, but I didn't want it as big as a cover. So you could easily use a cover. You could even do it on the front of your planner cover. And, that would be great, or even the inside. Kind of as your planner like opens up, you can do it right here. So when your planner's open, you see it right there beside it. That would be an awesome idea. I love that idea actually, but I didn't really want it to infringe in the planner itself with that big of a cover using it. So I decided I opted for this size. Now, I know that this size is a little bit harder to come by, but it is out there and you can find them. I'm sure you can find them on happyplanner.com. I'm sure Amazon has them. eBay, people store the stuff up and try to resell it. Like there's lots of places that you can use this for. So those are all really, really great options for you. And yeah, so I think this is it's a great way to encompass what your visions are truly for the year. And then once you have it done, just pulling it over here. Take your planner, find the spot. This was marking my spot, so hopefully I can find it. And just throw it in to wherever, your week is. And then, obviously this is next week, but, and then you are like really good to go, working those visions, having that clear plan in front of you along with your planner. And then as you, advance through the back side of it, it will be on the other side as well. So regardless of what week you're starting on. I tend to work even when the day is the following week. I always leave my planner open like this, and then I actually just like peek at it. I don't know. That's just what I do. It's my habit. But it would be really set. But again, if you have a front cover that you love that's kind of neutral on the inside, you could easily make that as your planner's open, make this your vision board, which would be a really great idea. Of course, if it's open across it, it wouldn't work as well. But which I love that idea too. I think it would be a super cute way to encompass all of the planner love that you have and really share your vision for the year. The other thing is how I'm deciding to do stickers in my planner is totally random. Basically what I do once I have my vision board pictures laid out, I just kind of scroll through and I just see things that look like they'll, like this one, I'd probably do something like this: purpose, planning, positivity, persistence. I'd probably do something like that. I'd probably cut the bottom part of that though. And then, I told my inner critic to shut up. Like, that's a cute one. I love these. And just really things that really make me feel like I'm going to be inspired when I read them. When things change inside you, things change around you. Like that one, actually, I probably could really add that to my vision board as being a really great one to do. And just start kind of looking through them. And when things speak to you, add them to that vision board and just kind of build around those photos. And I would make sure you put a little bit of the clear writing ones that you can write in, like such as like these, or the small ones, the skinny ones, of actually writing out some of your goals. So not just the pictures and the inspirational stickers, but like very clearly articulating what your goals are, at least a couple of them, just to keep your mind right as you look at it and have like a clear vision for what that is. And then once it's all done, it can sit in your planner, like obviously just whoop, like mine, and be there for you every day to look at. I have one for both my main goals. I have one for my fitness goals down here. So there's just lots of different things that you can do with it, and it really does make a much better way to have your goals tracked and everything in one place. So, all right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. I cannot wait to see you on the next one. I'm so glad to be back at it, and thank you so much for joining. Again, if you have not done so already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the fun, and can't wait to see you on the next video. Have a good day.